Keep it up. Hello everybody and welcome to the Slipstream League Racing. My name is CM Punk. I'm joined tonight as usual by
Fabulas, as always.
And we are going to be commenting the Tier 1 race, the final race day here in Netherlands in Zandvoort. After an exciting and incredible race last night at Tier 2, full of chaos, craziness and many different stories, we're going to switch into Tier 1 and we're going to be focusing on the race here tonight, with the championship fight being between 4 contenders for the title. We've got Makander in a Ferrari in the lead right now with 25 points advantage over Danny CO in McLaren. Then we got Justin in Red Bull, only 9 points behind Danny. And then Adesi in a Mercedes, 13 points behind Justin. So those 4 guys are still in the title race. They can all still technically pick up the title. Kiko is unfortunately not able to do that math-wise. In terms of Constructor Championship, we have Ferrari in the lead with 204 points. This is a duo of Tunari and Makander, being raced by Red Bull with 151 points. That is a duo of Justin and Tino. McLaren with 132, Danny CO and Flair not really in the race for the Constructors Championship, but maybe, just maybe, they could pull this off. We had the Netherlands Grand Prix yesterday at Tier 2, which was absolutely full of chaos, and I don't think we can really compete with that tonight, or do we? I mean, perhaps this is going to be even more crazy and ridiculous than what we had yesterday in Tier 2, because that was just absolute pandemonium that we had yesterday. So, the race... Yeah,
this is what I always say, give us rain and we will have carnage.
Yeah, because yesterday, if you haven't watched, it was raining as crazy as hell. It was absolutely incredible to watch these guys struggle with everything, with conditions, with the track itself, against each other, against their own teammates, as Ferrari have proved it is possible to challenge your own teammate, and challenge is a delicate usage of words. Anyway, we're almost ready to go with our qualifying session. We're almost ready to begin this. So, when it comes to this track and the title contenders, who do you think is the favorite tonight? Because yesterday, all the people in the chat have agreed that the favorites to win this Grand Prix were our gamer, but in the end, it was not our gamer who picked up the victory after multiple amount of safety car ruined the Mercedes strategy. Who do you think is the favorite for tonight?
It's very hard to tell, because, you know, Danny is always up for the grab, because he's second in the construction in the drivers championship, but he needs to win. He can't let Makander win, not even once, because there are 2 races left. Okay, and he's so close. He has to be first in 3 races, and McIntyre, I believe, under P7, P5 in one. I think. I haven't my calculations ready right now. I think this is how the maths is going.
Yeah, this is basically a fight in between 4 guys for the championship. So the question is, which one of those is going to be on the top at the end of the race and at the end of the season? With 3 races left to go in Tier 1, we got Zandvoort, we got Austria coming next week, and then the season finale in Abu Dhabi. The question is, who's going to be standing on top of everybody else in the end of the season? So the qualifying is just about to begin. Yesterday we had arguably one of the most exciting qualifying sessions in this season. Is it gonna be even better tonight? I mean, it's gonna be difficult with looking at how close it was for all the guys, but maybe, who knows, maybe.
Can the chat tell us how they can hear you today? Is your voice clean or something? Do we have FPS drops? Please let us know, guys.
Yeah, if there's anything wrong with the stream quality, just let us know. If there's something too loud, not loud enough, or is there some frame drops on YouTube or Twitch, just let us know, because we're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube since not a while ago.
And we are about to start in a few seconds.
Yeah, the qualifying session is about to begin with final people loading into the lobby. We're gonna see if the favorites for the Grand Prix are going to be standing on top, and is it going to be raining tonight? Because remember,
Please
we had
rain.
yesterday in Tier 2.
Oh, no.
The amount of rain yesterday was absolutely brutal that we had going on.
No rain. So far, no rain.
Yeah, so far it is good, but we're gonna see how long this is going to
This
stay.
is not
like
good
this.
for me. It's not good for me. I want to see cars flying like yesterday.
All right, we're gonna see if it's gonna work out at all. So the first cars are hitting the track. Let's see who are we working with tonight. We got Makander, the championship leader, of course. Janab is here. Lavi Fasol, who had a brilliant race yesterday here in Zandvoort until he DNF'd, unfortunately, but this story, his comeback was absolutely incredible. We have Fox, we have Justin Arts, we have Copy, Lepson, Adezi, Yurim Prince, Papa Dimitriou, Taj, Mepo, Danny CO, Eagle Ghost, and Flair. Who, for everybody who hasn't been watching us yesterday, it was Lavi Fasol with an incredible race who gained 9 places after the qualifying has begun, and he was even going for a podium for most of the time, but unfortunately he crashed after the safety car restart in an Alfa Romeo, so maybe tonight in the Ferrari this is gonna be better for him.
Do you think he's gonna repeat again the same thing that he did yesterday?
It's hard to tell. We don't know how well is he gonna do in qualifying. We don't know how well is he gonna do in the race. Remember, Tier 1 is harder than Tier 2 and Tier 3. We have no assistant gears allowed, so this is gonna be very difficult to fight against the best of the best. We only have the best guys in here, so this is definitely gonna be more difficult, but it is possible. It is possible, so we'll see how this is gonna work out for all the guys. We have Mepo on medium compound tire, and I can see a yellow flag with cars staying in the middle of the track. What happened there? We had a problem for Mepo, who must have done something wrong on his medium tires. He was standing there for a bit, but he's back already and getting the job done. So, Mepo on the medium compound tires. We had a intermediate experience yesterday.
Janab is first in hot lap.
So we got the first guys on a hot lap. We got Jenap, we got Fox, we got some more drivers. Yellow flag, what happened there?
He spun out, but he managed to keep the car intact.
Yeah, that's the most important part, but still, big one for him. So, I'm pretty sure the first one to go across the finish line with his time is going to be Janab. I believe he will be the first one to set a time. He's already done with second sector, looking good. Janab is coming out into the final
I don't
corner
think he's
of his
gonna
lap.
finish the lap. I don't think he's gonna finish the lap.
Think he's gonna abort it? Yeah, he is aborting the lap. Something must have gone wrong, so Williams is coming in. About coming into the pit lane, you have to watch on the speed limiter, because yesterday we had a lot of stupid mistakes in the pit lane. We had multiple amount of penalties applied while coming into the pit lane by breaking the speed limiter. So you gotta be very careful when coming into the pit lane here in Zandvoort. It was proven by Tier 2 drivers yesterday that is not that easy. Eagle Ghost, that's the first time of the session. We got a 19442 from the Alpine driver. So far, of course, it's provisional pole. After all, he's the first man to make a time for himself. We're waiting for other drivers. McKender's working on a quick lap already. Fox, is he gonna abort this lap? No, he's gonna push despite it being pretty bad lap, so he's gonna have 134, of course.
He's going now. He's on the hot lap now. He aborted the previous one.
Yep, and we got Justin Allard going
McKender first.
Goals, and McKender, of course, tops everybody. The championship leader begins his title charge. If he wins tonight, the championship is basically sealed. We're gonna have to count points based on who finishes elsewhere, but I'm pretty sure McKender could pick up the title here tonight if he performs good enough and his opposition performs not good enough. So we're gonna see which way is this gonna go. In the meantime, Lepsin makes 4th time of the session and Adesi goes 5th fastest. Mipo on the medium compound tires goes 4th fastest. Not that bad looking at the fact he's on the medium tires. So we're gonna see how well Mepo is gonna do. Still waiting for some drivers to hit the track. We got another yellow flag down the main straight, but I'm pretty sure this is only due to coming in from one of the cars. We're still waiting for the rest of the guys to come in. Jenzap is on an out lap. Lavi Pasol is working on his first hot lap. And we got a time set from Taj, the Mepo teammate, who goes P5 at the end of his lap so far. That's a pretty good time from the AlphaTauri driver. Lavi Pasol is coming out of the final corner. We're gonna see where he's gonna go. The qualifying was harsh on him yesterday. Is he gonna improve after Tier 2 here in Tier 1? And he does go P6, not bad. He's so far standing ahead of Mercedes drivers. And we got another time set from Adesi. He goes P3 at the moment. Well done from him. That's a big improvement for the Mercedes driver. We're still waiting for 5 guys to make their times. Both McLarens, Papa Dimitri and Alfa Romeo, who I just turned into him, and he has spun and gone off the track. So Papa Dimitri will most likely abort this lap. He's gonna have to start all over again. Yuri and Prince Copy still in the pit lane. You have to wonder, do they have any sort of qualifying ban? Do we know about any sort of qualifying bans that we are not aware of? Maybe we do. We're gonna have to take a look at this, because it's pretty weird that these guys are still not hitting the track despite there's only 12 minutes left in this qualifying session.
Would only allow it. Track is on now.
We got McLaren on an out lap. That's Flair. We got a yellow flag from Mercedes, who is passing the other cars through. Cars that we have right now on track is Lavi Fasol, but he will be coming in after this lap. We got Janab working on his first quick lap. We're gonna see how well is he gonna do. Coming around the final corner of this lap, Janab in Williams. Didn't have time so far. And where is he gonna go with this lap? And that puts him up into P3. Well done for the Williams driver. Good time set with 1:09.72. But again, McKender is standing on top of everybody else so far with a comfortable lead over Justin Arts, who is so far sitting alongside him on the front row provisionally. But we still have a couple of drivers who we know could pick up the pace. We got Mipo, who still hasn't done time on soft compound tires. We got Eagle Ghost fighting close towards these guys. We got a Desi in the mix, and we're still waiting for some times of guys from the bottom. We're waiting for Copy, Julian Prince, Papa Dimitri, Danny, and Flair. Flair is working on his quick lap right now. The only car to hit the track for a quick lap is the McLaren driver. Coming around the final corner on the steep banking corner here in Zandvoort, down the main straight, and the McLaren driver goes P5, respectable P5 for Flair. Well done for him, as we're waiting for a couple more drivers to finish their hot laps. But then again, we still haven't saw Danny, Papa Dimitri, Prince, and Copy on track. Do they have some kind of penalties applied for this Grand Prix, because they still haven't decided to leave the garage? And you have to wonder, is it due to the part of a strategy, or is it actually a penalty for them? Because it is weird. With 10 minutes to go.
Ooh.
What happened?
Well, Flair lost it a little bit and he almost spun, but he managed to keep the car on track.
Yeah, but he's coming in this lap. He's already got a lap set. He's coming in, so it doesn't really matter for him. He's just cruising. He's just testing the track limits. I mean, he's gonna have to test them because compared to what we have yesterday in those tricky conditions, you have to be ready for everything. Remember what we had yesterday in those extreme raindrops here in Zandvoort. That was amazing. There's so much drama going on. We did have a flying car yesterday, so if you haven't saw that, get ready because we're about to use this clip in some highlights. A flying car in F123 game is not an often sight to behold. 9 minutes left to go in this qualifying session, and Papa Dimitriou, who still hasn't set the time, is now on an out lap, so he is going to be working on a lap himself. Makander is already on a quick lap. We're gonna see if he's going to improve. The championship leader, who was so far not threatened in this qualifying session. The closest person that came close towards him is Justin Ards, but he is still only P2. From what I can see, we have no qualifying bans, so it is questionable why guys from the bottom still haven't went on track for their timed laps. Anyway, Papa Dimitriou is now working on a quick lap himself. We do have Lepson on a quick lap, and Lepson's going very wide indeed. Taj and Mepo also working a lap. Mepo is hitting the track on the soft tires for the first time tonight. We're gonna see where is this gonna put him. We got some yellow flags. This is due to Makander getting closer and closer to the finish line. People are letting him through. Makander is improving after 2 sectors. Could the provisional pole sitter go even faster and secure his pole position even more with this lap around the final corners? Makander down the main straight. Where is he gonna go with this? And Makander does improve even more. 1.8369. What a time from the Ferrari driver and the championship leader. He looks more than comfortable tonight. However, let's not count the other guys out. The Red Bull driver, Justin Ards, has just improved after 2 sectors by quite a bit. This is not enough so far to be sitting at pole, but if he keeps this pace, this could be a provisional pole position for the Red Bull driver. Meepo is also working on the lap. So we're gonna see where these guys gonna go. Justin Ards around the final corner, and you have to wonder where is he gonna go. Justin Ards around the final corner, and he does improve enough. Justin Ards is on provisional pole position as he tops Makander out of nowhere. He had a good pace after 2 sectors, but the last one was definitely the most important one. He basically is done a Verstappen final corner. Huge improvement for him.
And we haven't seen Danny yet.
Yeah, we still haven't seen Danny hit the track. Mepo, he's aborting his first soft tires lap, so we're gonna have to wait for his time. No, sorry, he does have a soft tires lap. He's on P3. Must have missed that. Jenap is not improving so far. Adesi is coming into the pits as well. Fox is not improving after 2 sectors. Flair, he's at P7 at the moment. Taj is coming in this lap. Eagle Ghost is improving after first sector just a bit. He's entering second sector now. Lavi Fasol and Lepson coming in the pits. Copy, he's about to finish his first hot lap. He was sitting at P12 due to no time set. He's about to set his first time of the session, and it is going to put him at P10 above Lavi Fasol and above Lepson. We still got 3 drivers about to hit the track. Danny CO, who is just coming out right now, and you have to start scratching your head. What is the plan? Because with 6 minutes left in this session, this is gonna be a very weird decision to say the least, because he's not gonna have much time to do many laps. You think he's trying to save some tires, or what is the plan here?
Maybe he was trying to let the others put some rubber on the track and get better times in the final two tries, because he has time enough for 2 tries, I believe.
Maybe, I mean, if it's going to be quick, but then again, if he makes a small mistake for, I don't know, he's going to cross the track limit and he's going to invalid his lap time, then this is a lap to be thrown out the window, and then he's gonna have time for 1 lap at the most. So this is very dangerous for Danny. He's risking a lot, but I mean, at this point you have to risk it to challenge Makander and provisional pole sitter Justin Ards, who is sitting in the front right now.
Flair finished his hot lap, but he was very slow, so now tries to improve in the same set of tires.
We just got a word that we're going to be having rain in 5 minutes, but then it's a shame that we only have 5 minutes left in the qualifying session. So,
So are we gonna have rain in the track on race day? Come on.
I mean, that's the question to the guys in the lobby. So if we can get an answer to that, that would be a nice. Are we going to have a rain or not in this race? Because the qualifying session is almost basically done. We got 4 minutes left. And we're gonna have to see what's going on in the rain. But anyway, Danny CO, if I'm correct, he has made the fastest Sector 1. So he's about to begin working on his first hot lap. Is he going to challenge for the pole position or the front low at least against McAnder, the championship leader that he is in the fight right now? We're looking at Danny CO, the McLaren driver, trying to put himself on pole position, trying to top McAnder in the Ferrari. The championship fight between those two has been exciting in Tier 1. He also makes the fastest second sector. This could be a pole position for the McLaren driver. We're still, of course, going to wait to see how McAnder and Justin are going to improve. But if Danny is not going to make a mistake, and I don't think he did, that could be a pole position. McLaren driver across the finish line he goes, and it is third best time. It's not a pole position, it's not even the front row. Where has he made a mistake? I don't know. He was having a wonderful second sector.
He made the mistake in the chicane after the second DRS.
Oh my goodness, that was such
It was a very small mistake that took away from him the pole position. A very, very small mistake.
Yeah, and that very small mistake could have ruined his provisional pole lap. He had 2 purple sectors, and then that one mistake puts him in P4 right now because Smelto has improved enough to go for P3. So you have to wonder how much more do these guys have. So McAnder is hitting the track. He's on an outlap right now, and so is Justin Art. So these two guys are going to have one more lap to go. And you have to wonder, is Danny going to be able to hit the track again? I'm pretty sure he will. He will try to challenge for the pole position one more time. Danny, he just set a time, so he's going to come into the pit light right now. Genab is not improving after his lap. Adesi is on an outlap. Fox is working on his quick lap right now, trying to improve. Claire is in the pits. Hodge is on an outlap. We got Jurien Prims on an outlap. He's going to be challenging for one lap only. Jurien Prims, he's going to be doing only one lap in that Haas. And you have to scratch your head, what's the point? But we can't judge it, we can only look at how he's gonna go. Papa Dimitriou, he's working on his quick lap because he hasn't set time so far. And he did invalidate another lap, so I don't think he's even gonna make it at this point for the next hot lap. This could be a drama for an Alfa Romeo driver who still hasn't got a time set. So, we're looking at McAnder right now, who is in Sector 1. He is improving after the first sector. Not too much, but this could be enough. Let's see how his second sector is gonna go. This is very important because those guys are now fighting for pole position for the Dutch Grand Prix with 3 races in the season left to go in Tier 1. This could be very important to pick up some important points here in Zandvoort. Is McAnder gonna put it on pole position? Huge improvement after second sector, almost 200ths of a second cut down from McAnder. The Ferrari driver looks comfortable, but the question is, how is he gonna go through the last sector? We saw Danny being comfortable and he lost it in third sector. I don't think McAnder has lost it. Let's see it. Down the main straight, the Ferrari driver, and he does go on pole with what a flying lap. 300ths faster than Justin Art. The Red Bull driver is improving after first sector, but let's be honest, this improvement is not even close to McAnder's time. So let's see if Justin Art can still challenge McAnder for the pole position here in Zandvoort after second sector. Where is he gonna be? How much is he gonna improve, or is he gonna improve at all? Red Bull driver finishes second sector with improvement. Still not enough for pole, but it is an improvement. If he can push through the last sector, he still might do a bit of losing of rear end. He did lost a bit of traction there, but he is still in the game. The Red Bull driver across the finish line, the best candidate for pole position. Is he going to dethrone the Ferrari driver, or is McAnder going to stay on top? McAnder stays on top. He did improve, but it's not enough. He did cut down 100ths of a second, but 200ths of advantage of McAnder. You just have to admire the work of art McAnder has put tonight. 1.824. Nobody even came close towards this. So, we got final cars heading the final laps right now. as we are basically almost done with this qualifying session. We're looking at Adesi in a Mercedes, who is at P5 at the moment, and he's aborting this lap. So we've got Genap and Eagle Gold on an out lap. We got Flair on a quick lap, improving just a bit. Touch is also on a quick lap, so is Kopi, but Kopi is not improving for now. Lavi Pasol is working on the lap as well. He is improving. Papa Dimitri not too much. Astro Boys, he joined the session later on, so he's going to be starting from the back with Julian Prince, who hasn't set the time at all this session. We're looking at Nipo, who actually did improve after the first sector, so we're gonna see where's he gonna go. Danny is also working on another lap. He is improving after first sector as well. We'll see where's Danny and Nipo, where these guys gonna go. Adesi finishes his final lap. He's so far at P5. Is it going to change? Flair goes P6 with his final lap. Touch is sitting at P10 after his final lap. Danny is improving a bit. Maple is not improving after the second sector, so we're looking at the top guys. Justin Arts finishes the qualifying session, of course. Nipo and Danny, is any of those guys gonna improve on their final lap? The McLaren driver down the main straight, across the finish line he goes, and Danny stays 4. Mipo is not gonna improve after validating his lap time, so he's gonna be sitting at P3 most likely. Genap is still on the quick lap. He's done. P7, Eagle goes into the pits while being P8, so everything is done and settled. So we've got the qualifying session done, and Mackander puts on a dominating performance in that Ferrari to secure a pole position for the Zandvoort Grand Prix, with Justin Arts being very close but not close enough on the front row. We got Mipo in third, then Danny CO, Adesi, Flair, Janap, Eagle Ghost Fox, and Lavi Sold as the top 10. In the bottom we got Touch, Kopi, Lepsen, Papadumitriou, Astro Boys, and Julian Prince.
I believe McIntyre made a statement. I'm going for the championship no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, Mackander is gonna put on incredible performance in the qualifying.
Unless we have rain in the track on the race day.
Yeah, because we've been proven yesterday that the rain can change a whole direction of the race. For everybody who was watching the yesterday's stream in Tier 2, they remember what happened to the Mercedes drivers, who were going for an easy 1-2 for about 60% of the race, but then about midway through, the rain came down, safety cars came out, and the Mercedes drivers finished in the midfield, to say the best. So that was a tough race for them.
I told you yesterday it was a mistake that didn't go for the press inters.
Yeah, it was a mistake on their behalf to box so late. To not box at all, actually. They've gone for one set of intermediates, while the rest of the grid went for two set of intermediates. So we're gonna see how is the weather tonight, how is the race tonight. Maybe it's gonna be a bit different than yesterday. We'll see about that.
Please let us rain. Please let us have rain.
So Justin says the race is gonna be dry. I do have to put the shame in this. I mean, I don't know how correct he is. Is it the most legit information? But I would trust Justin. So yeah, we don't expect rain tonight, but that doesn't mean the race is not gonna be any less of exciting. So we're gonna have to see how well are these guys gonna perform. We're waiting for the lights to go red and then go out completely. Remember what happened yesterday. We had 3 cars piling up after turn 1 and 2 of those hit the wall. We've lost 1 driver yesterday after turn 1. We're gonna see how well are these guys gonna go after turn 1 today. I do have to wonder how many cars are going to be piling up again. Are those guys in Tier 1 gonna prove they are better technical drivers, and will they all go for first corner clean? Those are the questions we're about to be answered very soon, as the lights are already going red and we are about to go racing here in Zandvoort. It is lights out and we go racing in Netherlands. Mackander, he's going to try to keep his lead into turn 1, followed by his rival Justin Arts. He does keep his lead. Danny CEO goes up into 3rd position. Meppel drops 4th to the Mercedes driver Adesi, who gets overtake done. Mercedes Williams driver goes up into 6th, and he's going to try to go down the inside, and Williams driver picked up the AlphaTauri, and they're both out spinning sideways. That's basically it for now for Meppo and Janab, who are both going out. Yellow flag sector 1, but we keep going with Makander still in the lead, followed by his rival in Red Bull, who are then followed by Danny CO trying to stay on podium, but Adesi is gonna do everything in his strength to bring this back. Then we got a second McLaren driver, Flair, who is leading a huge pile of cars. There's Fox, there's Lavi Soul, who is now being attacked around the outside by Copy. Copy is trying to make the most of these soft compound tires, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna do him. Copy down the inside on Lavi Soul. Is he gonna do him? They made contact, and the Ferrari driver goes almost sideways. He barely saved that. A huge show of skills from the Ferrari driver for keeping this car on the track after being hit from the side from the Aston Martin driver, but they're still going at it down the main straight. Copy is gonna try to make a move down the inside. Makander makes a fastest lap. We got a yellow flag in the back, and a virtual safety car is being deployed. What happened here? What caused the safety car to come out? There must have been some kind of incident from the back. We do see Red Bull driver Astro Boy pitting right now with no wings, so this must be the cause of the virtual safety car to be deployed. So Astro Boys must have done some kind of mistake on his behalf. And what a start we had so far. I mean, this is definitely proving that the guys here in Tier 1 are indeed better technical drivers. We have saw how well they went for the first corners, but we still had a contact in the hairpin. We saw Janab going down the inside of Lipo, and unfortunately he did clip them. We're back to racing. We're going green again. Makander is still in the lead so far, with Justin Aritz following him through. Then we got Adesi. Makander is trying to pull a bit of gap off his enemy, that is Red Bull driver, and then he's being followed by Adesi Mercedes, who is very closing up on him. Danny CO, he's still there fighting to bring his podium back. Behind him is his teammate Flair. Then we got Fox and his teammate Copy. Lavi Paso, Eagle Ghost, Lepson, good touch. Then it's Yuri and Prince, Papa Dimitriou, Meppo, Janab, and Astro Boys. And the DRS is now enabled. And you have to feel bad for Meppo, who was starting this race brilliantly, but he just lost 11 places after a failed maneuver of overtaking from the Williams driver. So, we're gonna have to wait and see. Is Makander gonna hold his lead after next laps are about to begin? Because we do see that it's gonna be tight. He's not gonna have a DRS in the next laps because Justin Aritz is about to have his DRS. We're gonna see if he's gonna use this to bring his place back. He's on a hard compound tires, just like his opponent in front of him. So Makander leading this race comfortably. Danny CO, who was third for a second, but then he was overtook by Mercedes driver Adesi on a better tire set, who is on a medium tires. Danny is on a hard compound tires to make a difference. And we are seeing that this train is big, and we have a yellow flag. That was caused by whom? We are seeing yellow flags. I'm pretty sure it was Papa Dimitriou, who was going very slowly for a while, so the Alfa Romeo driver must have been the reason for that yellow flag after a mistake. We're looking at the front guys. Is Makander gonna keep his lead in the turn on? He is, but look at Adesi down the inside on the Red Bull driver, and Makander, no, he's gonna have to back it up for now. But he was very close from getting a double overtake down into turn 1. That would have been amazing, but still a job well done for the Mercedes driver, who is going up into P2. He's now gonna try to challenge Makander for the win. Of course, he's on a better tire set right now, so he has to make the most out of those medium compound tires before they begin to get clunky, because those hard tires are going to be better later on. So Adesi's going to have to do everything he's got right now to challenge Makander for the lead of this Grand Prix, as we are still looking at him gaining positions. Justin now dropped towards third position, and Danny is trying to get closer towards the top podium guys. Flair is sitting comfortably behind him with no bad intentions so far. Fox is trying to stay behind him, and so is Copy. Eagle Ghost is dropping over a second, which means he doesn't have a DRS. So the DRS train now goes from position 1 towards position 8, and then the guys from the bottom field are spread out nice and evenly, but the front guys are being really tightened up right now, and we are looking at the front guys. Is Adesi gonna make an overtake onto Makander down into turn 1? The DRS is wide open. Is he gonna try it? Is he gonna risk it? No, he's gonna back it up for now. Not enough pace in that Mercedes. He's gonna have to wait for a better opportunity to overtake the Ferrari driver, who is still leading after 5 laps. And Mercedes driver being under pressure from Justin Arts, who is trying to bring it back on him on hard compound tires, but he does have an advantage because Macandro is actually defending from Adesi right now, and that gives opportunity from time to time for the Red Bull driver, Justin, to get himself up into P2 again to win his position back. But he also has to stay cautious because Danny's CO is just waiting for those guys to make any sort of mistake, and the moment they do, he's going to benefit a lot from it. We're looking at Justin going down the inside, very tight. They've made contact just a bit, but he did make a move on the Mercedes driver, and he's now going up into P2. Danny, he's not gonna get the piece of that cake. There was a yellow flag in the back that was caught by, I believe, the Williams driver Janab, who is now P15. And we are still looking at the fight in the front because those guys are still going at it. Astro Boys, he's retiring, he's off, he's crashed, which means we're gonna have another virtual safety car, and we're having Macandro pitting. No, it was a mistake, it was a bait, and Adesi is coming in. I'm not sure, was this planned from Adesi, or did he got baited by Macandro, because Macandro looked like he was going for a pit lane, but he backed it off. We got Flair retiring in the pit lane. I wonder what was the reason for that. So, after 6 laps, we've lost 2 drivers. After Astro Boys crashed out and Flair has retired. Macandro is still in lead. Justin has regained his 2nd place after the pit stop from the Mercedes driver. Danny
it is not a virtual safety car, it's full safety car.
Oh, we have full safety car. Yeah, because Astro Boys brought out the virtual safety car, but then the Flair retirement must have brought out a full safety car. You have to wonder what happened to... Look at this, Flair has also crashed, now I see it, on the first sector. He's now gone from the minimap. So it was a crash from Astro Boys that caused the virtual safety car, and then at the same time Flair crashed, and this caused a full safety car. So we're gonna have a couple of laps of worth of safety car. And now, the discussion is back after yesterday. Should the guys on hard compound stay out, or should they pit like the guys from medium did, for example, Adesi?
Man, it's no brainer. You have to stay out when you have the hards.
Yeah, but the guys from
If you put the mediums, it won't last 30 rounds. The mediums, at the best condition, it will go about 20 laps.
Yeah, this is very damaging for leaders of the race, because this one is very familiar to what we had yesterday, because the leaders basically had to stay out to not lose positions, and they paid for that at the end of the race. And this looks pretty familiar because Macandro and Justin just can't afford to pit right now. As you've said, the tires are not going to last that long. But
okay, but here's the kicker. If they manage the tires correctly, the top 3, if they manage the tires correctly, they can go for softs.
Yeah, they could, but then you have to wonder, are those soft tires are gonna be better than, for example,
yes.
now on hards?
If you manage the hard to go to the limit of the softs, then you can be very, very fast.
Okay, but I will have to argue that Adesi could use those hard tires well, and he could go to the finish line with them, and this would be a huge advantage towards him. Because we're definitely expecting one more safety car, to say the least. I mean, this is Formula 1 23 the game, so it's pretty common nowadays. And I'm pretty sure that 1 or 2 safety cars could give Adesi a huge advantage.
Yes, but Adesi will not be fast. He will have about 60 to 70% degradation on his tires. So he can't compete the softs of 8 laps.
We'll see who's gonna make the most of it.
Safety car in this lap.
Sorry? Lap. Yeah, it's okay. You were not wrong, so we're gonna see who is gonna be keeping his lead. Is Macandro gonna keep his lead, and is somebody going to challenge him right out of the gate? Remember, there are many ways you can restart the safety car here, and look at those guys being sideways with each other again, like we saw it yesterday. Nobody wants to sit behind, everybody wants to be just alongside those guys. I don't think they know that you actually can't be alongside somebody on the safety car. So we're waiting for Macandro to push in the full throttle, He's still going slowly, still going slowly. He's not gonna push him here. He's gonna wait for the best opportunity to cut them sleeping, and he is going right now. So Justin, is he gonna have enough pace to go into turn 1 to get the lead back? No, he's not gonna do it. He's gonna have to settle for second for now. Danny is gonna keep this third position, and we have some overtakes from Meppo, who is going around the outside on Lavi Faso, and he does gain the position. Well done for the AlphaTauri driver. We got some fight in the midfield as well. The leaders are staying the same. The midfield is fighting a lot. For example, Papa Dimitri is now defending from Copy, and Adesi has already made a move up into P7. He was P8 after the safety car, but now he's P7. Well done for the Mercedes driver. And Makander is still holding on to his lead. So we got Makander leading for Justin, then Danny, Fox, then Meppo, then Lavi Faso, who is now defending from Adesi, and Adesi is on those fresh hards, and he's definitely going to want to use those hards to gain positions as fast as possible, and this might be an overtake right now. Adesi is going to use ERS after a better corner exit. Round the outside, it's tough between Mercedes and the Ferrari, and Adesi is going to make it work. Now down the inside, and he's going to have P6. Adesi is gaining places very, very quick, and he might make the most of those hard compound tires, because look at this, he's already getting closer towards the guys in the front who are on old hards. He might use it towards his advantage to get the most out of those tires. He's looking very good right now. And we still got Makander in the lead. He's being followed by Justin. So we got Danny, Fox, Meppo Adesi, Lavi Fasol. Now Copy, he's making the moves up into P8. Eagle Ghost makes the move up into P9 ahead of Papa Dimitru. He almost got a double overtake, but he has to settle for 9 for now. Papa Dimitru gets dropped towards 10. Then we got Touch in P11. Then Janabi, Yurian Prince, and Lepson is shutting us off in the back with this whole race. We got 14 drivers remaining.
Janabi is on fire with the softs. He's overtaking everybody. Look at him drive. Papa Dimitri goes wide.
Papa Dimitri's going into the gravel for a quick adventure, Carlos Sainz style, and we're losing places. And Adesi is making it another overtake, and Meeple gets Fox as well. So Fox drops 2 places in the one straight. What a great move from Adesi, and a great sense of situation from Meeple. He smelled this situation from the back, and he used this as well.
We have a DRS train from until Eagle Ghost.
Yeah, the DRS train will be active now because the DRS is now enabled.
Jenab on attack! On the outside!
And Jenab is gonna make these soft tires to a good use. Is he gonna overtake Alpine driver? They're going side by side. He got a bit of slip up, but he will do him down the inside now, and he's gonna have a better traction due to the tire advantage. Well done from the Williams driver. He's gaining places like crazy, but it's gonna be very tight from him now against the Alpine driver, and he's gonna save himself P9, but for how long? And is he gonna make some more moves? For now, he's working brilliantly on those soft tires. And you have to give credit to Adesi, who is already getting closer towards the top 3, despite the fact these tires are 5 laps fresher. So basically, the guys in the front didn't pit for tires. They're on old hards. He's on fresh hards, and he's keeping up with them. What a great job!
You see
the
driver. You see the difference between softs and hards.
Yeah, Jenab is gaining places like crazy.
Imagine this. Imagine this if Makander or Danny goes about 20 rounds, 20-25 laps with the hards and put on the softs. If Adesi then will have the advantage, he will not.
Yep, we're gonna see how well he's gonna perform. What happened?
A little spin.
Oh, I saw that Aston Martin going off. Oh my goodness me. Fox is crashed into the wall. Front wing
safety
is
car.
lost. Safety car deployed it is?
Yes.
Safety car. I mean, what happened? So we've lost Lepson due to a spinning, and we've lost Fox. But have we seen what happened to Fox? Do we got this on camera? Did we caught Fox crash on camera? I don't think we did. I mean, I just switched towards Fox and I saw him going out. I think it was due to a contact, but I'm not sure what happened directly. It was definitely a crash for sure, but still. So we're gonna have another full safety car, and this is the opportunity for the guys on hard compound tires to make a choice. Do you want to go mediums to the finish line, or do you want to go medium soft, or do you want to go staying out right now and go for softs to the end? Because you have many options right now. What is your suggestion for those guys in the front?
Mediums, 26 laps.
I mean,
Too
you
hard.
have to include a bit safety cars more to the finish line. So look at this. They're all coming in right now. What are going to be a tire choice for these guys? Mediums. Those are mediums for both.
Maybe they can go
Ferrari.
medium soft. Maybe they can go medium soft.
Yeah, maybe it will be medium softs. So, what do we know for now for sure is Adesi is now in the lead of this Grand Prix on his 6 laps old hard compound tires. Copy has made all the way up into P2. Taj made it all the way up into P3 and Eagle Ghost is now P4. Mackinder gets dropped towards P5 after pit stops. Justin is now P6, then we got Danny in 7th, Mipo in 8th, Lavi Fasol in P9, Jenab in P10, Yuri and Prince in P11, Papa Dimitri in P12, and Lepson in P13.
This safety car was perfect for Jenab because he was on the shot, he was on the last place, he overtook everybody on his wake, and now he's going with the mediums, and I think he's going again for the mediums at the end, or softs.
Yeah, he's using the most of these tires and he's working them really well. I mean, look at where he was in the beginning because he was involved in that big crash in the beginning and he was all the way down to the bottom. He still dropped 3 places after a start, but he's in so much better place where he was compared to the beginning of the Grand Prix. So shout out to him, but you have to give credit towards Kopi. This guy gained 10 places after the start of the Grand Prix and we're already 12 laps in and he's going for podium for now. This is a huge respect, and so is Taj, who gained 8 places after the start, and he's now also in a podium position.
I won't say they will go for the podium because I see Mackinder, Justin, Danny with press. It's important. Mediums.
Yeah, but then again, you have to remember what happened yesterday to the guy who gained 10 places and was riding for the podium. So we're gonna see if the curse is going to continue, but I hope not because Kopi is sitting very comfortable at P2 right now. Of course, we're talking about Lavi Fasol's race yesterday. Compared to yesterday, Lavi Fasol is sitting at P9 at the moment. He's pretty chill about it. He gained 1 position after the start of the Grand Prix. And basically, this race is now going to be
about yesterday. We know who to blame. Okay, who cares the drivers?
Yeah. This race is now basically a huge question. The question is, how fast is Mackinder going to be able to get those positions back and challenge Adesi? Because Adesi now has to pray to all the gods in the sky for Kopi, Taj and Eagle Ghost to defend as hard as possible from Mackinder, and for Justin and Danny to attack him as hard as possible so he can gain some time, because look at how much traffic is ahead and behind Mackinder. If he's not going to make the most of it, if he's not going to push from the beginning, Adesi could use it to pull away.
We will see safety car in this lap, so everything goes again.
So despite the fact Adesi is restarting, I would keep my focus on Mackinder because he's in the best tire situation from guys in top 5 and he more places. I would have to keep an eye on the Ferrari driver. We're gonna see, is he gonna gain any places and how quick can he do it, because he's definitely gonna be faster than the guys in front, but how much faster is he gonna go? Adesi is still not full on the throttle. We have to wait till he officially restarts. And he's now going full throttle in. We are racing again in Zandvoort in Tier 1. And look at those guys going side by side. Touch and Eagle Ghost. Eagle Ghost being pushed wide, but he's actually going to use that to go around the outside. Can he make the most of it? Yes, he can. What a maneuver, being pushed wide. And Mackinder is not wasting time. Down the inside already on the AlphaTauri driver. Gets 1 position up. He's now up into P4. We also have some shifts in the midfield. Danny CO gets himself into P7 and he's trying to get himself ahead. In the meantime, Justin Aris, he's still P6 behind Todd, and now Todd is gonna slow these guys down because he's way slower. Mackinder, he's now working on an overtake on Eagle Ghost down on the inside, had to back it off for now. It was too risky for him. Justin Aris gets himself and Danny CO ahead of AlphaTauri driver Todd, and Todd is making another mistake. It's gonna cost him even more places. Nepo and Jenna are also overtaking him, and Makander is not wasting any time. He's already up into P3, getting ahead of Eagle Ghost. He's now gonna be challenging Kopi for P2, and Justin Arts is also trying to overtake the Alpine driver, but the Alpine driver is defending so far so good, but now down the main straight, the Red Bull driver looks comfortable to overtake Eagle Ghost, and he's gonna do it. Justin up into P3, Makander down the inside into turn 1, and he is up into P2 after overtaking Kopi, and now the only guy in front of him is Adesi. So Adesi plan didn't work out. Danny CO down the inside on Justin Arts side by side through the hairpin, and it's a good decision from Justin to stay on the inside, but now Danny is gonna be squeezing him. They're so close, they're about to cut. They did cut, but they're still on the track. And now who's gonna make the most of this corner? Very dangerous from Danny and Justin, but they're not gonna give up anything. And Justin is gonna stand tall on this. He's actually gonna make double overtake as he gets Kopi on the way out the corner as well. Danny is trying to make this overtake, and so he does. Kopi is much slower on these used tires, so Danny and Justin wasting no time gaining positions, and so is Makander already on the back of Adesi. So Adesi is basically in a very tight situation right now. He's about to drop the leader.
So I was right.
Yeah, and we have a yellow flag in the back, and Julian Prince has
Safety car!
Another safety car. Is Adesi gonna come into the pits? He missed it. He just missed it. He's not gonna come into the pits.
Justin is going for...
Justin made a good decision, in my opinion. This pit stop could be crucial because right now you could go for medium tires to the finish line, in my opinion. So this is a perfect stop for Justin Arts. This is a very good decision for the Red Bull driver. A very quick thinking from him. Adesi did slept on this pit stop because he could have gone earlier, but I don't think he realized there was a safety car. And now Adesi is gonna be in a very difficult spot, to say the least. Kopi, he also made the most out of his safety car by coming into the pit lane right when he popped up, and so did Touch. So Kopi, who was dropping places like crazy, now is gonna gain some places after the safety car. So
even, sorry to interrupt you, even now that Justin and Kopi pitted, the tires at the end of the race will be very slick. Even slicker than the slicks.
Yeah, but do you expect there to be no safety cars to the finish line? Because I do believe there will be, and they will change a lot, in my opinion. So
the problem is we get safety cars without fights. There are mistakes that the drivers do.
Yeah. So we still have Adesi in the lead. That safety car expanded his lead for a couple of laps. And now you gotta wonder, is Adesi gonna come into the pits right now, or is he gonna stay out? Because I don't think there is a good option for Adesi in here. If he pits, he loses every position he has. If he won't,
he will lose the position either way. The thing is to go now and save the gap that will be created after the safety car.
Yeah, he's staying out. I mean, to be honest,
I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know what I would have done in his position. I feel so bad for the guy.
Where is his team manager? Where is his team manager? I want to know what he's telling him.
I'm pretty sure his team manager.
Who is Adesi's team manager? Please let me know.
We do have a comment that this could work out if there's no more safety car. True, but then again, every single time we say that if there won't be a safety car anymore, this wouldn't work out. Every single time we say this, there is a safety car. So there are chances, but a small one. So in this mayhem, let's take a look at the positions. We got Adesi in the lead. We got Makander in Q2. He's followed by Danny and Mepo. Then Eagle Ghost, who is on still. He's on old hard compound tires. He is separating the guys from top on fresh mediums from the guys on fresh mediums in the back. There is Janab on fresh mediums, Lavi Fasol on fresh mediums, Papa Dimitri and Lepson on fresh hards, and then Justin and Kopi on very fresh mediums, and Touch is on fresh softs. And you have to wonder, what's the plan in here? What's the strategy for this race for Touch? Is it a double stop, or is he going to try to go Alex Albon and keep these tires to the finish line?
Okay, safety car in the slab. Let's see Adesi. Will he be able to increase the gap? I don't think so.
Yeah, let's stay real. Adesi doesn't have much chances. I don't think it's a matter of if Makender will overtake him, but when is Makender going to overtake Adesi?
Does chat have a problem with the stream? Please let us know, guys. We want to fix any problems if there are any. Please let us know about sound, video, or anything else.
Yep. So, Adesi, he's getting ready to restart, and he's restarting very early. He caught some of them sleeping, but let's be honest, this is not going to last for long. Makender is already sharpening his teeth, looking to gain some positions as we are looking at the guys in the midfield. Genève is trying to make an overtake on Eagle Ghost. Eagle Ghost tires do not have any grip, especially not in this position, so Genève makes a move up into P5 ahead of the Alpine driver, who is now gonna drop positions as well. Adesi is still in the lead, but look at Makender, very close, and Makender doesn't want to wait. He goes in a very tight spot. Is he gonna use it? No, he is still in P2. He is gonna have to back
but
up.
But then he goes from the inside.
Where did he come from? Danny is banging wheels with a Ferrari driver, and look at him, goes through up into P2. Well done from Danny. That was a brilliant fight. He came out of nowhere. We were so focused on Adesi and Makender that we forgot about Danny.
Mibo, I think Mibo has a front wing damage on the left.
Oh yeah, Meepo is slowing down. He's gonna make a huge gap over everybody. Look at the train he's making right now. So basically, Adesi, Danny and Makender is gonna make the most of it, but Danny has to overtake Adeni as fast as possible. This is crucial for the race win. This is gonna be between Danny and Makender, the two championship contenders. But this is gonna be only between those two because Adeni is gonna lose time due to his tires. Meepo is coming in the pits to fix the front wing damage. And now this is about how quick can Makender overtake Adesi. Is he gonna do it right now? Down the inside, not gonna back it off. Round the outside of the hairpin, done it. He's up into P2. So let those guys fight for the championship. This is gonna be between those guys. Let's take a look at the guys behind them because Justin is defending off in P4. He's trying to pull the gap. We have a yellow flag in the back in Sector 1 caused by Lepson. Was done a mistake. Justin, he's leading Janab, who is trying to overtake him. Janab is followed by Eagle Ghost on very old tires. He's about to be overtaken by Lavi Fasol, who is getting closer towards him. Lavi Fasol has his own problems with Kopi being right on his back. Papa Dimitri is there as well, and so is Taj. Lepson and Nipo are behind. And Danny, he's trying to pull the gap on Makender to extend his lead in this fight for the championship. Remember, two title contenders, Danny and Makender. If Makender finishes P2 behind Danny, it's actually very good for him. He's gonna lose a bit of this lead in championship, but the lead is so comfortable, he might actually stay
right now, Danny is praying for Makender to DNF.
Yeah, he actually has to pray to Makender not finish the race. We have a fastest time set by Justin Arts, and we have an overtake in the midfield. Lavi Fasol gets himself up into P6, head of Eagle Ghost, who just keeps dropping places on these used tires, and Justin is getting closer towards the Mercedes driver Adesi, also on used hard tires. He's gonna have to make the most of these fresh mediums to get himself up into P3. So for now, the podium finishers looks like Danny, Makender, and Justin. So we got Makender getting closer towards Danny, and you have to wonder, is Makender going to be aggressive? Is he going to try to overtake Danny, or is he going to settle for this position? And
Eagle Ghost is out of the track.
And
he spun again.
Spinning, and he spun sideways. So Eagle Ghost on his used hard tires is out of the fight for points for now.
I don't know why so many times Eagle didn't pit.
Yeah, he had so many chances for that. And look at Justin already on the back of Adesi. He's just waiting for the overtake on the Mercedes driver, and he's about to do it down the main
straight.
Of course he's earned it. And now the question is, what is Makender gonna do? Is Makender gonna keep following Danny to the finish line because he's comfortable with this position, or is he gonna be greedy and he's gonna try to fight for the win? Because at this point you shouldn't risk it. You should just stay behind Danny. It's good for you. But does he believe? Does he actually shares our opinion?
It's not always the tactical thing that matters, because if I was in his position, I would go for the win, even if it cost me the championship.
I mean,
I can't help myself. Even when I'm eating, I'm trying to beat the other to the food.
Maybe that's why you're not in the championship fight and Makander is, but who knows? Oh, these guys are getting very close. Makander, he's not gonna wait. He's not gonna sit back. He's going around the outside on Danny, and now he's gonna dive him, and he's going up into P1. He regains the lead, so this is not gonna be a tactical maneuver. This is gonna be a blood-curdling battle, and you know who's gonna benefit on this? Justin. He's already getting closer towards the DRS zone, and he's gonna have DRS on those guys. He's gonna join the battle for the win, so Justin is still in this for the victory. And let's see, is Danny gonna bring his back onto turn 1? And he's not gonna do it so far. He's gonna have to back it off. Justin just made another fastest lap of the race. Justin is pushing really hard, and it's working out. He's already back in the fight for the win.
I don't know if Danny is gonna attack, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, let's be honest.
He's not using ERS at all.
Yeah, maybe he's saving it for later. Maybe he knows he has to wait a bit, because overtaking each other right now is not much of a use. He's gonna have to wait for a better opportunity. But still, in the meantime, Gin up. He gained the place. He's up into P4. Have Adesi, who is now defending from Lavi Fasol. There's Copy in that train with Touch. Papa Dimitri is at P9 by himself. Lepson is at P10 by himself. Ilros is back in 11th, and Mepo is still in the back of the pack. So let's take a look at Justin Arts. Is he gonna try to make a move? No, still being patient, still waiting comfortably for this chance to get P2 ahead of Danny. Now, who's gonna make a position down the main straight? Is it gonna be Danny or Justin Arts? Or is Makander gonna keep his lead after the main straight? Let's see it. Danny and Justin. Justin is not quick enough, and neither is Danny. Makander stays in the lead for now, down into turn 1. Oh, that was very close between those guys, but still, we're having a wonderful race for the win right now, with Makander in the lead, Danny in second, and Justin in P3. Each and every one of those guys has a chance to win, but Justin is in a very comfortable spot. He's got the best tires from all of these guys, he's benefiting from this right now with more grip, and he's gonna be benefiting a lot more in the ending stages of the race, when the rest of the guys will have no grip, and he will have a bit of grip left from those mediums.
Unless we have another safety car.
Yeah, of course, unless we have another safety car, which is possible.
Okay, I want the chat to bet if we're gonna have a safety car more.
Yeah, Tunari says that he missed a lot. Oh my god, he missed a ton today and yesterday if you haven't watched yesterday's race. So, we have Makander still defending from Daddy, and I think Justin is about to make an overtake if he's gonna go for this corner very well. He does. So, let's take a look at Justin. Is he gonna make a move? Up into P2. Danny is slowing down, and Justin goes round the outside. He's gonna squeeze into the side, but Justin is gonna make that move up into P2, down the inside. Double overtake from the Red Bull, squeezing Makander to the side. Danny's gonna use this. He is. No, he's not gonna use this for now. And it's gonna be Makander dropping to Justin. What a brilliant move from Justin. First round the outside of the McLaren, and then down the inside on the Ferrari. Brilliant overtake from Justin Arts. In the meantime,
brilliant move, but only 30% DRS.
Yeah, we do have an overtake from Copy, going up into P6 in Aston Martin. Lavi Fasol is down to P7. So let's take a look at the guys in top, because this is getting
Copy doesn't have ERS, he's flashing his ERS button, is 10%.
Yeah. So, Justin is for now in the lead, with Makander now being in second and Danny in P3. And we're gonna have to see who's gonna make the most of it. Down the main straight, Makander, he's gonna try to win this lead back. Is he gonna though? It's gonna be difficult. Justin is quick, but Makander is now gonna have a DRS that he didn't have last lap. Is it gonna be a position swap? Is Makander gonna come back to the lead?
No. He's not pushing.
Oh,
he's not pushing.
Down the inside, he's gonna back it up for now. But he is putting Justin under pressure. Justin has to be worried.
Because they don't want to pass him right now. They want him to use all his ERS, and he cannot defend anymore.
Yeah, look at Danny. He saved up a lot of battery. He's at 90%. Makander is at 50, and then Justin at 30, which means that technically Danny is in the most comfortable situation right now in terms of ERS. But then again, Justin has the tire advantage. In the meantime, Makander doesn't have any advantage, neither tire advantage or a battery advantage. So Makander is technically in the worst spot right here. So, With the podium boys still running for the victory, let's take a look at the other guys. We have Janab, actually 3 seconds behind the podium boys. Then after him is Adenzi, trying to stay in this fight, and he's actually looking really good after having those hard tires for 19 laps. He's still in the fight for P4. He's being followed by Kopi, Lavi Pasol, and Todd. Then Papa Dimitriou, Lepson, Igor and Metal. The boys in the back stay the same. And now Makander down the inside, not gonna waste any time. Gets himself up into the lead. Justin drops to the second position. Taj, in the meantime, uses those soft tires and gets himself up into P7 ahead of Lavi Pasol.
I'm cruising with Danny, and it is so far to see the other two fighting using the DRS, and Danny sitting at 95% DRS.
Yeah, with 10 laps to go, this is gonna be very
We're gonna have fun at the last laps.
Yeah, this is gonna be definitely a race to the finish line in between those guys. Unless somebody makes a mistake, whatever would happen last time. We had 2 Ferraris going for a comfortable win, but a bit of oopsie happened in between Icewind and Luke. But I did actually read the chat after the race, and I saw Icewind apologizing towards Luke. So this wasn't any sort of Hamilton-Rosberg 2016. It was actually more of a mistake from one driver towards the another. So it's a good thing there's no bad blood in between the teammates. So
maybe they were trying to do PR.
Oh, we have a yellow flag, and that is Evil Ghost on the side, but it's not gonna cause a safety car. It was a spin. I was worried if it's going to cause a safety car, but not for now. It was just a yellow flag. He only spun, so that was a fake alarm. We have a pit stop from Taj. Those soft tires are not gonna make it to the finish line. Well, it was kind of obvious. But then again, we have to see what is he gonna do. He's gonna go for another soft tire set.
No, the softs now go until the end.
Yeah, but how much is he going to gain? He was P6 and now he's going to be all the way down to P10. So we'll see where he's going to finish at. Still, we have to go with the race leaders because this is important. 3 races left on the calendar this season. Makander and Danny in the championship fight. Justin in the fight for the win here in Zandvoort. In Red Bull's basically hometown Grand Prix. Max Verstappen style. So let's see if Justin can bring back, get himself back up into the lead. Not so far so good, but still not enough to get P1. We'll see how is Danny gonna react to this. Danny is still saving, he's still lifting, he's still sitting comfortably in P3. He is waiting for the mistake.
Danny is at 100% DRS.
Yeah, but look at Makander, he's also saving. Makander is gonna play this cool as well. He's saving ERS now while being in the lead, and he's actually gaining a lot still from this. So this is not going to be 100% best situation for Danny because Makander is still working on it. And look at this, Adesi gets himself back up into P4 after going 22 laps on these hard tires. You gotta give credit to that he's overtook Janab, who was on 16 lap old mediums. And Taj is making overtake up into P9 ahead of Lepson on fresh, soft tires.
And look at how fast Taj closes the gap from Papa Dimitriou.
Yeah, Papa Dimitriou is... What close gap? What? He's 8 seconds behind Lavi Fasol.
Taj is closing the gap from Papa Dimitriou.
Ah, yeah, sorry. Taj is getting closer towards Papa Dimitriou. Yeah, sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't like him, but he's not that close. Come on. Okay, so we're still going with race leaders, but there's not going to be much changing in there. We can see if Janab is actually going to overtake him. We have yellow flag for guys in
Sector 1.
What was that? Eagle Ghost, Sector 1. Eagle Ghost? Yes, it is Eagle Ghost, and he's retired. It's a DNF, but it's not.
Yes, but we don't have safety car.
It's not a safety car despite Eagle Ghost crashing. This is major news, and this is very important for the race because we're getting closer towards the point where there will be no safety car at all. Just a couple of laps remaining until there won't be able to be a safety car. Taj makes the fastest lap of the session so far on these fresh soft tires, and he is closing the gap to Papa Dimitriou even more. He's about to overtake him any lap now. So, let's take a look at the situation for the guys in front. Makander saved up 80% of ERS. You know what that means? That in the final laps, both him and Danny are gonna have the same amount of batteries. So this is actually very beneficial for Makander. Not only is he leading, but he's also gonna have full battery. This is very good for Makander right now.
Justin is at 70.
Yeah, Justin is at 70. They're all saving right now. We have overtake from Touch. He has finally made those soft tires to a use, and he's up into P8. And now he has to gain 10 seconds towards Lavi Fasola. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Easy.
But
easy.
Okay, we'll see. So you're saying he's going to be P7 or even higher?
Easy P7.
Easy P7, okay. Janab is still working on overtaking Adesi, but with every single lap, Adesi is making those hard tires even better towards the mediums of Janab. So this is a very comfortable situation for Adesi. If he can bring out P4 after all those safety car incidents, it'll be actually a good result for him. So we still got 2 laps to go. Makander is in the lead now. Justin is in second place. Danny is stalking him in P3. Adesi is defending in P4 from Janab in P5. Copy in P6. Then 7 seconds behind them is Lavi Fasol. 8 seconds behind them already is Todd. Then Papa Dimitriou. Then Lepson. And out of the points is Mipo. But he is stalking Lepson to get that point. To get that finish in the points for himself. And I'm afraid we're going to have 6 laps worth of nothing in between the top 3 guys, because they're just going to wait for somebody's mistake and wait to the final lap to go full throttle. But once that final lap begins, those guys are gonna go at it. So we just have to wait a bit more. This is basically an appetizer before the main course. This is gonna be an amazing fight between those guys.
Janab overtakes.
Yeah, Janab that overtake Adesi, sorry for that. So Taj is already 7 seconds behind Lavi Fasol, so he's decreasing the gap, but he only has 6 laps now. Do you think he can do it? You said easy, but the time is running out in here quickly.
I believe he can do it.
We got overtake from Mipo, who is back into the points. That was kind of expected looking at the tire advantage, and we are still waiting for those top 3 guys to start burning, to start going at it, to start biting each other nails in terms of who's gonna finish where. They're all stressing, they all have to stay focused and calm and collected to make the most out of this race. This is basically 3 predators hunting 1 prey, looking at that 1 gazelle in the wild and being who's gonna be faster, who's gonna make the most out of their car, and who's gonna do it. They're still waiting, and Justin, I think, is done waiting. Yes, he is. Down the inside goes Justin, up into the lead. Danny wants a piece of that cake as well, but is he gonna grab that piece? Not so far. Makander squeezing him to the side, and Danny makes a move up into the P2, but now down the hairpin, he's gonna go round the outside. Makander on the inside gets some more traction, but Danny is faster, so this is it. There's no more waiting right now. Justin is zooming in the first place, and Danny has to defend from Makander. Makander is pushing hard, but he is still being backed down from the McLaren driver. So the Red Bull driver is in the most comfortable situation. Yellow flag in the back, sector 1. What happened for Lavi Fasol? He has spawned, and he is now all the way down to the bottom. He's also hurt his wing, trying to get out of there. Is this gonna be a safety car? No, there's not enough time for the safety car to be deployed. So this is basically gonna be to the finish line.
And we have DNF Lepson behind.
Lepson did DNF, but
we still don't have the safety car.
I mean, we have yellow flag, no safety car. It is no safety car, so I believe there's not gonna be a safety car to the finish line with 4 laps to go. I think that's it. This is gonna be to the finish line. So Justin Aerts is leading after 32 laps, entering lap number 33. Lepson has officially retired. Danny doesn't have enough pace, and he has to settle for second for now. Makander is in P3, Adesi P4, then Janet, Kopi, Touch, Papadimitriou, Mepo, and now all the way in the back is Lavi Fasol. So let's stay with the guys in front, because now they're about to hunt each other. They're about to fight to the death to bring this victory home. This is not only about the championship, this is about who's gonna win at Zandvoort, who's gonna be topping those guys, because they had brilliant fight. And look at Justin, he's using those tires advantage. They can't overtake him so far, despite there being in a very familiar situation. Then Justin is using those tires up into work, and he's doing that brilliantly. And he's also using the fact that Makander is pushing Danny. Actually, Makander should back it off from Danny to let him get close towards Justin. And I think he's doing just that. Look at this. Danny is getting closer towards Justin, and Makander is not pushing him. So they're gonna go back to cooperating until the final lap. So, as we're entering lap number 34, this is about to get really tight in between those guys. Danny making the most out of his car, but he's not gonna go down the inside into turn 1. He's gonna have to back it up for now. Oh, braking just before the back end of Justin Ards. And he's still sitting at P2 with Makander in P3. And all these guys are now back to saving DRS. All of them are back to looking for that one tiny gap, for that one tiny chance to get themselves up into the win and win this Grand Prix. This is exciting battle. We are not having too much wheel-to-wheel action between those guys, but we are having this psychological warfare. Who's gonna make a mistake? Even the tiniest mistake in here could cost you the victory, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be the first to make a mistake. Each and every one of those guys waiting for their chance, waiting for their 5 minutes to be used. Damien said in the chat that Makander, we are happy with P3. I'm afraid Makander is not gonna be happy with P3, as we saw him go down the inside of Danny a couple of laps before, and he's definitely not gonna want to back it off. So we'll see how is this gonna go. We got only 2 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get the victory, if you want to win here in Zandvoort, this is the moment. And Danny, I'm pretty sure he hears us, or at least he wants to do it, because he's just done it. He's up into P1. He's leading in the Zandvoort right now with 2 laps to go. Justin, he's gonna want to bring it back. Makander is in P3, but he's not gonna give it up yet. He still wants to get himself up higher in those places, because Danny is now not only in the lead, but also Makander, his championship rival, is 2 places behind him, not only 1, which is even better for Danny. This is in his this is good for him to keep Justin ahead of Makander, because he's gonna make more points towards Makander in the championship battle. So is Makander gonna settle for 3rd? Is he actually gonna try to risk it and go for 2nd place? And what is Justin gonna pull off? Let's let Justin cook. He's got better tires, he's got more ERS, and he's waiting for that one small mistake of Danny to get himself into the lead. This is gonna be a final lap, and very important information, Justin's gonna have a DRS on the main straight. He's gonna have the most DRS right now before the finish of the race. So this is gonna be very good for Justin as Red Bull drivers get himself around the outside of the McLaren driver, and he's now leading on the final lap of the Dutch Grand Prix. Is he gonna bring it home? Danny down the inside of the turn 1 doesn't want to give it back, and who's gonna be the one? Oh, they're in contact, but they've kept it on track, banging wheels against each other. Who's gonna make the most of it? Danny is trying around the outside, Justin on the inside. Justin holds his lead. What a fight we have right now, and they're gonna throw everything at it. Like we said, it's gonna be to the finish line like that. Justin still holding Danny behind. Makander just watches those 2 guys tear each other to shreds. And who's gonna be the one standing on top of each other? Who's gonna be the one surviving this warfare? Meppo, in the meantime, gets himself up into P8. But the real war is right now in the front. Justin is defending still. They all burn each other ERS. There's no more battery on the McLaren and Red Bull. Makander still has a bit of battery. I don't think Danny has enough pace. I don't think Danny's gonna do it. It's gonna be to the finish line. It's gonna be a drag race for the victory. So who's gonna win the Dutch Grand Prix? Is it gonna be Justin, Danny, or somehow Makander? The final main straight is here. Justin is coming around the final corner as a leader of the Dutch Grand Prix, and he's going to be a winner of the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Justin Ards wins here in Zandvoort. Danny comes home 2nd, and Makander settles for P3. To the finish line they go, and P4 goes for Jenna, P5 for Adesi, P6 for Kopi. P7 is gonna be going to Touch, P8 for Meepo, P9 for Papa Dimitriou, and the point finisher in the very back is Lavi Fasol. What a freaking finish we had tonight, holy moly. The race itself wasn't as exciting as yesterday, but the finish did pay us off for that, because one of the best finishes we had so far, easily. Come on, say something, I want to catch your breath.
I'm watching Desi that has crashed his car after the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, we had so much close racing, because
like yesterday, we have 10 people finishing.
Yeah, same like yesterday, true.
So maybe it's in the track.
Yeah, and the best part is that not only the guys for the top 3 came across the finish line very close together, but most importantly, the guys from P4 and P5 and P6 also went to the finish line against each other. They were even closer. But still, Justin Aerts, who survived this whole war in the top 3, he wins the Dutch Grand Prix. Danny comes home second, one position above his championship rival Makander, but this race is still a very good result for the Ferrari and Makander, who picks up P3 and is gonna gain a lot of points in the championship fight. So, let's see who would be the driver of the day tonight. We have a couple of options. We have Kopi going from P12 up into P6. We got Tudge from P11 to P7, Papadimitriou from P14 up into P9. We got, of course, Justin Aerts, who was starting second, but he won this exciting finish. We got Danny going from P4 up into P2 ahead of his championship rival, and we got Jenab going from P7 to P5. So 4, sorry. So
I will have to agree with the game, because Tudge, not only he gained those positions that he gained, but he also made the fastest lap and managed to be. I told you he will go easy P7.
Yeah, Tudge did make a great result, but I do have to wonder, can we give it to Justin? I mean, this finish, and not only this finish, but the fact that we were able to stay so close for so many laps without making a single mistake, no crashing, no spinning out, despite the fact we saw yesterday how easy it was, just a bit of contact and you're out. And these guys have been, I don't know if you saw it, but they basically bumped into each other, Danny and Justin at some point, but they kept this on the track and Justin survived. So this is basically between Justin and Tudge. What do you think?
If you want Justin, go with Justin. I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, I would give it to Justin because, of course, Tudge did a great job by going so many places, but you have to realize and remember that he gained so many places mainly due to the fact that a lot of guys from the front did crash out, and Justin didn't have anybody crashed out because he was going from second place, and he coped brilliantly in this fight. So, that will be it from the race perspective. Let's see if we're gonna have anybody talking with us tonight. Yesterday we have an emotional interview with Christian, to say the least, because this guy was basically almost crying, but I do understand him because I would be crying too if that would have happened to me, what happened to Christian yesterday. We have Justin in the interview section. So hello, Justin.
Hello.
First of all, congratulations for a very good race. What do you want to say from the race perspective of your own? How do you feel about tonight's Grand Prix?
Made the right decisions for once.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that easy because we saw the Mercedes driver didn't have this much of luck. So that pit stop when you came right when the safety car popped out, that basically gave you a victory because you reacted so quickly to it. True, right?
Yeah, well, it came, like you said, when I was only meters away from it, and I thought it was a no-brainer to get at least, 4 or 5 lap fresher tires than those ahead, even if majority of them will be behind safety car. After those 2 laps, when I fought with Danny side by side, my tires were already at 12%, so I already had an idea that I had a 12% head start while I was overtaking everyone, and then at the end, it was just about keeping as close to Makander and Danny as possible, because I knew I had the better tires to, if I wasn't in the final lap, to push, and yeah, worked really well.
Yeah, that worked out very well indeed. How do you describe this fight against Danny? Because Makander was there as well, but you had so much contact with Danny, especially like I believe 2 laps before the finish line, where you banged the wheels in this very tight section in sector 2. Both of you almost went out, so this was very difficult for you for sure.
Me and Danny for the past, I think, 2-3 seasons now have not had a race where we haven't fought really hard side by side, and it hadn't happened this season so far. And well, it happened twice in one race, but I know exactly how Danny races.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry about that. Discord problems, you know.
Do you have any more questions to our guest and the race winner?
And the driver of the day.
And the driver of the day, yeah. So, hat trick, basically.
Did you ever consider to stay out instead of going for a second pit in the mediums?
No, I think it was a gut feeling and just instinct to box. Because when the safety car came in the second time, it was the lap where I would have boxed had it been a one-stop. So I thought it was a no-brainer personally, but it seemed to be a lot tighter than I thought it'd be at the end.
Because it was only 4 laps that you had put on the mediums. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, they were, well, there was 2 laps behind safety car and then 2 laps pushing, and they were already at 12%. So, you know, I feel like having that 12% advantage, especially towards the end when I was on 60%, I knew they'd be in the 70s, so they wouldn't be as confident as me when it came to pushing for fights, and it seemed like that worked out in the end.
Okay. I respect that. You did what it worked.
It
And
was
you
ballsy,
won.
yeah.
So, we have a saying here in Greece, we judge by the result.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you won, it worked. Nothing more to say, nothing more to do. Again, congratulations on your win. I hope to see you more times in the podium from the next season. Okay, you have to practice a little bit more, you know that. Eh? You know that.
Yeah, of course.
But I can't say that because you are friends and you have a social life.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The problem.
Anyways, again, congratulations from me. I don't think if anything else wants back to ask.
I don't think we're done for tonight, so thank you
Sure.
again.
You're welcome.
Let's see if we can get Danny in here or Bekender. But I don't think.
wait.
Danny
Before I
is in
go.
Danny's rage room. I wouldn't touch him if I were you.
Sure.
Why?
I have a guess.
I mean, Danny's rage room is named for a reason, right?
Too scary in there.
I don't
Okay.
know. Do what you want.
Hmm?
If you want to push Danny, then go for it. I'm too afraid to ask him.
Won't you want to speak with Eagle?
Hmm?
I
The
mean,
little
if he
ghost.
wants to. If he wants to.
They are snobbing us now. They are champions, and they don't want to talk to us. You know, they are top tier drivers now, so they want to stay back and decide if they want to talk to a bunch of commentators like us.
Yeah.
Anyways, their loss. Okay, no worries. We will see from the next season what is going to happen. So, this is from us. Next Wednesday, we have Red Bull Ring. So, a lot is gonna be up to the Red Bulls to prove themselves worthy of the name track in Austria. What do you think, Justin?
We're going for that 4 in a row, baby.
Yes, but you have to push the other drivers and the other tires to do great results.
Exactly.
Okay, you have to coach them. Yes, because Red Bull cannot lose from from Ferrari, for example, in the hometown. Okay, if you have, you can put them, you can hit them and take them out of the race. You know, in a gentle way.
A cheeky tire bump. Turn 3. Easy.
Easy. The brakes didn't work. Yeah, I know. Anyway, that's from us today. Next appointment on YouTube and Twitch on Wednesday, 8:30, 7:30 CET Until then, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and we will see you then. Don't forget to subscribe and follow both platforms to grow the community and get more drivers for the championship. Until then, I hope everybody to have a very good weekend. Good night from me.